Hey, what's up, everybody? David Glenn here, coming at you with episode 2 of In the Box. Really excited about the show. Got a lot of incredible responses, friends and foe, and so stoked to be able to bring this show to you. Lots of great things in store. First up, Jeris Cole, Chosen, one of my best friends. We're going to be taking you step by step throughout the process of his record, his debut single, Chosen. We've got this one going to iTunes within the next couple of weeks. Want to give a quick shout out to my boy up in Chicago, Vic. Thank you so much. He's going to be tracking the bass for us, getting that to us soon, and we'll be showing you guys that when we get it. But apologize for yesterday's video. Had the distortion on the audio. I hopefully have fixed that. We will find out if what I did in fact fix it once we get it to YouTube. And you guys will hopefully enjoy that better without all the clipping and distortion in the sounds. I want to go back and show you what I demonstrated yesterday real quick, very, very briefly. I'm just going to play, keep my mouth closed, and let you guys hear a little sneak of these drums without the distortion. Jeris's voice was just smashed. One more time, let me pull up, make sure I got some of these things set up. And here we go. Just take a listen real quick.
No matter the time until they know as well as you know. Know you may not have the loudest voice, but you can sing above the noise. The flashing lights, the endless toys. Take all that you hear and make it yours. Keep it in your soul. Never let it go. No, you've been chosen.
All right, there you go, a little teaser. Sorry I keep doing that to you guys, but throughout the process, you're going to hear tons of that song, so I want to keep it short and sweet. And you guys are going to see us release this to iTunes. I don't have a date yet. It's going to be highly dependent upon, we're doing this process ourselves, all out of pocket, Jeris and I. We've actually started a label. We're very, very excited about that. We don't even have a name for the label yet. So we're going to be doing this and bringing it to you. One thing I want to note, you guys like Jeris, you like the voice, you love his sound. Those of you who know him know he's an incredible guy with a great heart. We're going to be hosting house shows. What that means is we're looking for people who would like to host little acoustic, kind of if you guys remember AOL sessions, house shows, concerts in the living room, back patio, porch, barbecue. We are going to be kind of trying to spread the word and develop a buzz around town about Jeris and his voice. Be he and I grab a couple of acoustic guitars, some percussion. Anybody out there, artists you want to join in and kind of co-host these things, would love to hear from you. If anybody's interested in hosting a house show, for more information, details, email me at davidglenn.itb@gmail.com. Once again, davidglenn.itb@gmail.com. Or you could always message me on Facebook over there at David Glenn Jr. I don't know why I can't remember my Facebook profile. But anyways, moving on. Thank you again to Vic. I got the bass coming. Let's see, what do we got next? The song was written a while back, but I'm really, really excited about the message. And as you guys are listening, just pay attention to these lyrics. Just really, really excited about everything that Jeris has been through, the good and the bad. We've been friends since, gosh, I think we were 14, 15 years old when we became friends. And I'll have to tell you guys a story of how we first met and the guitar and all that. But to keep it short and sweet for these videos, as I blab about the past, this song, really excited for it to be the debut single. And I'm going to get into some tutorial stuff. So the toms, coming up here, I want to show off this little trick that I learned. Got to give credit where credit is due. I learned it from Ken Lewis, the Audio School Online. Most of the things I've learned over the last couple of years has either come from pensadosplace.tv. Pensado's Place is Dave Pensado. Incredible, man. Just love everything that they do with that show. I watch every single week. Most of the time before I mix, I pull up a Pensado's show, and I'm watching that to learn and take something that I've learned from them to incorporate into my mix, into my work. So Pensado's Place, Audio School Online is Ken Lewis. He's got credits out the wazoo. And and this is one of his tips, and I think I even had to pay for this one. So hope no one gets mad at me for sharing it, but I've been reading books and watching tutorial videos and doing my time since I was about 10, 11 years old on how to record everything from back when I had a 4-track and a guitar to where I'm at today as a Pro Tools expert certified user. So stoked about this one. I'm going to go ahead and jump in. And for you music lovers out there, this may go a little deep into the music creation process, but stay with us if you like. If not, we appreciate you checking out In the Box, and we'll be back with you soon with another step-by-step on what we're doing for Jeris. So the toms, as I showed you yesterday, we got these tracked from StudioPros.com out in Los Angeles. We have an A-list drummer on this song. Nothing fancy with this one, but even just the A-listers, they give that groove, that feel to a song that you really need when you're releasing on a national level, which we are in this case. These toms, let me give you a run through. Let's bypass the processing of what we've done. I'm actually going to go back over here. These are the original toms. Let's pull this back because it looks like I was doing a little run through before I started the video. And here are the toms with nothing on them as we got them from the drummer. You hear the bleed from the other instruments around the snare. You hear the hat. You hear the cymbals. And even in the tom mics, you hear the other toms. So what we're going to do, I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. I'm going to come over here to the rack tom, and I'm going to tab to transient, select just in front of it, and I'm going to delete all that stuff out there. I don't need it. I want to hear this tom and this tom only whenever it gets there. Now, the other thing that I don't want to hear, let me solo it. I don't want to hear that stuff. I don't want to hear the hi-hat, the cymbals. I want the resonance of this tom. So let's come over here. And I'm going to take from about in there. It would be different from a lot of hits. Again, this is a tedious editing process. I'm going to tab to transient to about there. I'm going to break it. And I don't want any of this stuff. I just don't want things in my tom track. I can even come out here, select to the next tom hit, go back, and just clear out this mess. I don't want that. Now, what I do want, and what I'm going to show you is toms. Let me first say this. Toms are very difficult to record, not just because of mic placement or bleed or what we're going to address here, but they have to be tuned properly. If you're a drummer or you're not a drummer, you're an engineer and you're recording toms, make sure you either know or you have someone that knows how to tune toms properly. For the whole kit, drum kits in general, you got to be able to tune them right. You got to be able to make them sound good before you put microphones on them. With that being said, I've been fortunate enough to work with some great drummers, and I've been getting some great tom recordings in for a lot of the gospel, pop rock, country records. So they have to be tuned right. They got to be recorded well. Even beyond that, as we have here, a great recording of some great drums. Want to clean them up a little bit. I don't want that high-end bleed from the other toms, from the snare, from the hi-hat, the cymbals. Most importantly, the cymbals. I don't want that, but I don't want to choke it. If I delete this and I show you, the tom gets choked. It's dead. It hits, it's gone. It doesn't give me any feel. For a metal song or for some up-tempo rock, maybe that fits for for a certain part of the song. But ultimately, I want that stuff gone. So, sorry, I don't want it gone. I want to get rid of the high end in it. And that's where I'm going to show you this trick. While I was writing the notes, I think I even said, this is a tom AudioSWEETNESS. Little engineer joke there. Let's pull up a high band. I've got a preset for filter, and I'm just gonna take the high end out. Now watch what this does. If I select, let's preview. Now watch when I bypass this. All that high end madness taking up space when I just want to hear the rumble. Cool. So I'm gonna process that. Now again, this is a tedious step. This is editing. You guys out there who are skipping the editing before you send files to mix, don't do it. Pay to get your files mixed. You pay to get them mixed. Might as well go ahead and pay to get them edited properly, or do it yourself, which is, hopefully this tutorial video will help. Let's see here, select that. Now I processed it. Throw a little zoom in here and put a little crossfade. Clean that up. I'm going to select these two, consolidate. Now it's one file. If you don't know how to do that, you go to, let me see, it's been so long, I've been using keyboard shortcuts. It is edit, right? Yeah, edit. Consolidate clip. There it is. The keyboard shortcut for that is Option Shift 3 on the Mac, Alt Shift 3 on a PC. Cool. So there's our tom, and I might as well just draw a little fade right there because then we keep it clean. And let's hear what it is now. So you get the attack, you get the clarity in the hit of the tom. And then in reference to, just beautiful, man. I love that. The fact that you can take that out, you can continue the resonance or the rumble of the tom, and then you can control that. I think even when I did it the first time, I brought that fade back a little bit steeper. But that's an incredible trick. It took me a long time to get to a place where I heard someone, saw someone do it. I learned it, and now I want to share that with you guys. So one more time, here are the toms without processing. Let's go to another section because we just processed that one. Here are the toms, no processing. And out here with processing. Cool. And there it is. Let me bring these back in. You can kind of see what I've done with plugins. And let's go to just low end rumble. I'm cutting that out on each of them. And then the C6. This is compressing and EQing at the same time, multi-band compression. We will do a video on that. Gotta love this stuff. You kind of see it. Kind of see it in action there. Really, really, really amazing plugin. Let's see, and that's from Waves. Come over here, toms. I got a little bit nervous, pulled a little bit of the rumble back. Again, I'm not mixing here. I'm just kind of getting these things cleaned up. This is editing. I will do a lot more detailed work, sending that to a room. So I could ramble on and on and on, and these videos would just be way too long. So we'll take it one step at a time. These are the toms. One more time.
What you been revealing, so let it out and let it.
And you can just feel it. It cleans it up, keeps it from getting lost. We don't have to listen to all the cymbal bleed in there. I want to control my cymbals on the overhead mics and the room mics, not from the tom mics. So there's my tip for the day. There's tons more to come. I will probably be getting better at this as we do more at keeping it short and sweet for you guys. But hope you enjoy that, and stay tuned for more from In the Box. David Glenn here. Once again, please submit requests to davidglenn.itb@gmail.com. davidglenn.itb@gmail.com. We'll see you soon.
Know you may not have the loudest voice, but you can sing.